Imagine a room on fire. The door is wide open, the path is clear, but you stay on the floor, burning, crying. Sounds insane? Look at your life. How many of you hate your job but never quit? Stay in toxic relationships but never leave? Want to change but feel there's no point trying? In 1967, a scientist proved this isn't laziness, it's a trained response. He trained living beings to believe escape was impossible, even when the door stood wide open. It's called learned helplessness. And once you understand this experiment, you'll never look at your failures the same way again. The psychologist Martin Seligman designed a brutal experiment with 3 groups of dogs. Group 1 were the lucky ones, strapped in a harness briefly, then released. Group 2, the power group, got electric shocks, but they had a button. They learned that when they pressed it with their nose, the shock stopped. They learned, I take action, the pain stops. They had control. And then there was Group 3, the tragedy. They got the exact same shocks as Group 2, but their button was disconnected. No matter what they did, the pain continued. It was random, unavoidable. They learned, nothing I do matters. Then came phase 2. Seligman moved all the dogs to a new box, divided by a low fence. One side was electrified, the other was safe. To escape, all they had to do was jump.
The dogs from Group 1 and Group 2 jumped immediately. But Group 3, the dogs who learned they had no control, when the floor electrified, they didn't run, they didn't jump. They just laid down on the shocking floor and whimpered. Freedom was right there, a 1-second leap away, but they didn't move. They had been trained to believe they were helpless. Seligman proved that trauma isn't the pain itself. Trauma is the lack of control. When you try to change your situation and fail again and again, your brain physically rewires itself. It learns a new pattern. Effort equals failure. Your decision-making center shuts down. You become blind to opportunities. Even when the door opens, you don't see it anymore. This is why employees who pitch ideas that get repeatedly rejected eventually stop pitching. Why partners who try to communicate but get ignored stop trying. It happens unconsciously. Your brain decides for you based on pattern recognition. But Seligman discovered something else, the cure. He couldn't just call the broken dogs or tempt them with food. He had to physically enter the cage, pick up their legs, and move them to the safe side. Once, twice, 10 times. He forced them to experience success. Only then did their brains reboot. They started jumping on their own.
He called it learned optimism. The brain can be retrained, but it requires physical proof, not just hope. Now look at us. We aren't getting electric shocks. We're getting information. We see news of corruption we can't stop, houses we'll never afford, climate crises, global wars. Our brain gets the message. The system is broken. You are small. Nothing you do matters. We become Group 3. Today, we call it quiet quitting or doom scrolling. Social media amplifies this. Every scroll shows you problems too big to solve. The algorithm learns what keeps you paralyzed and feeds you more of it. It's training you to be passive, to lie on the floor and let the current burn you. So here's the hard truth. There's an area in your life, money, love, health, where you are the Group 3 dog. You've convinced yourself the fence is too high. But science proves the fence only exists in your head. And no scientist is coming to lift your legs. No one is coming to save you. You have to force yourself to move. Just one small step. Prove to your own brain that the button still works. Are you actually stuck? Or did you just get used to lying on the floor?